Are you prepared to be shocked, amazed, and very angry? You can see this baby girl is just lying on the floor, and there's even some spit on the floor, so that means that she has been lying there for a long time. And what do you think where the mother is? She is nowhere to be found. And then when a stranger, a bystander, just happened to see the girl, he called the police. And guess what? The mother shows up and says, "Hey, that's my baby. Give my baby back to me." That is ridiculous. Do you know the dangers? So let's look at some cases of women who have left their children all alone in their homes or even out there on the streets. The first case is of a mother who left her child all alone and went on vacation for 10 days. And if you think that the baby she left at home was just a teenager or maybe 10 years old, no, it was a baby, it was a toddler. She could not take care of herself. She could not take food or drink at all. And this woman is a complete disaster. Look at what she said in court, which I will play later on in the video, but please first let us get into it.
The details of the Candelario case and confront the harrowing question that haunts everyone touched by this case. How and why could such a vulnerable child fall victim to what a judge has described as the ultimate betrayal in the house alone? In August 2022, prior to the arrival of Crystal's parents, a neighbor agreed to watch Jaylene for a weekend. However, the arrangement unexpectedly turned into weeks, with Crystal unresponsive or evasive when contacted. According to a published report, one neighbor said, "I was the one calling her saying, 'Look, I don't have money to buy milk for your baby. What am I supposed to do?' She said it got to the point where Jaylene was calling her mama."
And neighbors told me this is not the first time Candelero has left the baby home alone.
We keep telling her not to leave her by herself. Not only me, my friend across the street too, but she always be here by herself.
They got to know and love little Jaylene. They say they took Jaylene in many times when Candelario went to work, even describing her as one of their own. According to these neighbors, Candelario left Jaylene often.
It wasn't really her mom that was taking care of her, it was her grandma that was mostly taking care of her. Her mom always wanted to go out and just left her with her grandma and all that.
They began their search for answers by questioning Crystal.
Remember right now when you mentioned the vomiting.
Let's listen to what she has to say and why she thinks it was a good idea to leave her baby to die in the house. This is not a human. It is close to a demonic possessed individual. But even that is putting the blame on some kind of entity when it is the sick mind of the individual that is allowing to have these things happen in reality.
She get a vomiting the last week, Monday and Tuesday, two times. But I was trying controlling because I know I give to her Tylenol or
yeah, just so you know that she is a good mother on paper because she gave her child medicine. So come on.
something, for
Yeah.
for controlling the vomiting.
Okay. Come on, sir. This is my supervisor, Sergeant
I'm
Gomez.
reality too. I give to her when she got a diarrhea or vomit. She was refusing to the food and she was with no appetite. I say, oh my God.
This is after last Monday and Tuesday when she was throwing up?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you talking about Monday and Tuesday like 4 days ago?
Yeah.
Your Honor, good morning.
So here in court in a minute, we will hear her explanation for why she thinks that this is not a big deal.
Dios y mi hija me han perdonado.
God and my daughter have forgiven me.
Now isn't that convenient to say that God has already forgiven her? You can hear that with all the criminals. They have committed a crime, they end up in jail for death row or whatever for a very long time, and then they find God, right? So, and she has already decided that her daughter has forgiven her, and God also. So she doesn't really need to be in this kind of court to discuss this matter because it is already handled in the above. And if you think that she is the only one who is not taking care of her kids and leaving them to die literally, she is not alone, because in the next clip you will see a woman who has done exactly the same thing, but then the child survived. So let's listen.
A Montgomery County mother is wanted by police in 2 different states tonight after investigators say her 2 young children were found in deplorable living conditions.
The 12 and 3-year-old were left alone to fend for themselves for nearly 2 months.
I don't understand why we even need mothers, because the kids should basically take care of themselves, and mom can do OnlyFans or just be on some kind of other TikTok situation making money. Yeah, so you need to take care of yourself, 3-year-old toddler. You should get a driver's license next week. How about that?
ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is live outside the home where all of this happened. Brooke?
Yeah, all of this really hard to believe. Now, the mom left about a few months ago, but they moved into this home a year ago, and the children were never enrolled in school in Texas. So officials tell me it was really easy for all of this to just go unnoticed.
Afraid that her father was going to take her and leaving the 3-year-old by himself.
Fearful, she obeyed. She'd call her father.
She obeyed because what these mothers do is they install so much fear in the children that they are afraid to speak out. And this is a thing that has been going on for a very long time. For a child to have this fearful mentality is not created in a month. So this woman has this, I don't know, lifestyle of, I don't care, do what you want. I want to be young, dumb, and full of.
Saying mom was working and he would send food. According to police, he's a music producer in California. He continues to be active on social media, posting to her thousands of followers.
Can you believe that this person is an influencer on social media? She keeps on posting her TikToks or whatever. And while this whole investigation is going on, they are even showing her house. How she left her child all alone. This is absolutely one brain cell activity person.
As investigators work with Mobile police to arrest the 31-year-old's mom. She's wanted on 2 counts of abandoning or endangering a child without intent to return.
I wonder, do these women know what these are? It is a very small little thing made of plastic. You can take it, wrap it around the you know what, and no, you don't give it like a treat to the dog, because it's not a treat. It is something that will prevent you from stopping your life at its track and you becoming a parent, and you can just use this thing and you won't become a mother until you think it's time to do it. And you don't have to deal with this leaving your kids alone at home, and you cannot make your TikToks anymore or do whatever you want. Just use these little things. It's all right.
Not take care of a 3-year-old for a long period of time. Not take care of a 3-year-old.
Did 2-hour messages.
A 12-year-old cannot take care of a 3-year-old for a long period of time. It's dangerous, especially over a month and a half. There's
Cleveland police kick in the door. Not a raid, but a rescue.
Cleveland police! Cleveland police!
Officers keep following the sound of crying. Then they find this.
Are you okay?
And if you think that the mother is in the house, she is just not attentive. She's just watching TV with her headphones on. She didn't hear it. Oh, do you really think that? Let's listen to where the mother is at and what she's doing, because she's clearly not at home.
Hey, bud. Adam 3-1 radio. You got EMS come out here and check on 3 toddlers, no adults.
Don't have children of your own. You can see here the ages, what is considered to be a toddler. It is 1 to 4 years old. As you can see for yourself, leaving toddlers home alone, it is like waiting for a disaster to happen, because they will do whatever they see and they will not think about the dangers at all. This comes very, very late in the development, but I think it's common sense. And then I was interested in another thing, and that is, what are the legal rules of leaving your child home alone? And it says there is no legal age limit for leaving your child on their own, but it is an offense to leave them alone if it puts them at risk.
They were locked in their room.
Police find 3 little kids home alone, West 42nd and Store, but finding the kids only solves part of the mystery. Where's Mom?
Stop!
Suddenly, the mother shows up. More on her in a moment. All started like this. A neighbor heard endless crying, called police. Officers at first heard nothing, but they didn't walk away. They kept looking, found the kids, and the video shows police also found Mom had been out drinking. The city blurs faces on police video.
You weren't worried about your kids when you locked them in the bedroom and you took off, were you? What's your name? Okay. You smell like you've been drinking. You just come from the bar? Where you at, Benny's? Yeah.
And Mama was drinking, so shut up about it. And then again, the crying because they got caught. Now let's go to another person, which is a disaster. This is Ruby Frankie. Who doesn't know her? At this point, if you don't, please research it. She basically tortured her children, putting locks on the food pantries, locking them up, taking away privileges, which are basic human rights, because they didn't listen.
She was the Utah mommy influencer known for her no-nonsense parenting.
I'm only going to say it one more time, and then you're going to lose the privilege to eat dinner.
Ruby Frankie sharing her life at home with 6 children to her more than 2 million followers on YouTube.
Today we are starting off our day the way we do every day.
But Ruby's social media...
And then her son ran to the neighbor's house. He was hungry, thirsty, and he had tape around his arms and ankles, talking about a house of horrors.
Why are there so many cops? Can I kill someone? Do you know how much alcohol you had today? I drank a buzzball.
This woman again decided to go out drinking, leaving her kids all alone, and then the cops go ahead and rescue the little child.
Mesa Police! Mesa Police Department! Anybody in here? Hi. Hi, Papa. Hi. How you doing? You okay? Hi.
Strangers rushed to help after they found a 9-month-old baby alone in the middle of a street.
Hi, baby.
A man in Utica, New York shot this video of the baby laying on her stomach in the road, while concerned people come to check on her. One man picks the child up while another calls the police.
Call 911. Yeah.
Then a woman can be heard calling for the child.
That's my baby, that's my baby, that's my baby, that's my baby. Oh my God, oh my God.
Utica police say after they were alerted to the video, they arrested the child's mother, Ladrika Ford, for child endangerment. Ford claims she doesn't know how her baby ended up in the street. Cops say the baby was checked out at a hospital, and Child Protective Services have removed Ford's children from her custody.
She left her 4 young children home alone while she went on an 8-day European vacation.
She has 12-year-old twins and a 6 and 8-year-old daughter. And here she is posing for pictures from her vacation. And they are literally alone. It's not that there is someone there and they are just not around. No, they are alone.
It was a clear, deliberate, intentional act.
Leaving her children home alone while she took a trip down here to South Florida for cosmetic surgery.
This woman went to become more pretty, to make men fall in love with her, to have more babies, leaving her kids all alone at home. The more you look into this, it's like it is a disease developing. People have lost their minds.
Lauren Livingston is right here with us with more.
3 days, that's how long these 3 children were left home alone without even a phone to use. And police say their mom was more than 1,000 miles away and then lied about where she was and what she was doing.
Ohio police say this 32-year-old mom put her kids in danger when she left them home alone for 3 days while she took a trip to Florida for a liposuction. Officers say Dominique Knowles would check in via FaceTime or monitor them from the home's security cameras.
Police department.
Hi. Are you okay?
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for a concerned teacher, police may have never known a 4th grader and her 2 7-year-old twin sisters with special needs were home alone.
She kind of reported to her teacher that she talked to mom on the camera last night and that mom ordered them Uber Eats and left it at the door.
Police say the apartment was filthy. There was liquid all over the floor. Officers were there when one of the twins slipped and fell.
Oh, goodness. Are you okay?
Prosecutor Michael Maloney was horrified when
You hear this child crying. Around 1:04 a.m. in the morning that you hear this child crying.
This is from a clip I showed earlier about the mother that left her child to die at home. You can hear her last cries in the background. Very sad. This is a case of daycare workers who just locked the baby inside the daycare and left home while the mother was just 15 minutes too late to pick her up.
Her daughter, Ani.
She managed to push a chair next to the door to stand on it and call for my name.
And then they replied by saying, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the children of our care. We will also take immediate steps to ensure that this kind of thing doesn't happen again. Just don't lock the kids up in a abandoned building.
Tonight accused of leaving her 4 children home alone while she went out to party. Now, Ryan Raish is live at the sheriff's office with a look at the deplorable conditions those kids were living in. And Ryan, I understand one of them was very sick.
These women have such good reasons to leave their kids at home alone. One of them just goes to party, the other one takes a facial, and the other one just goes on vacation to Spain, while their kids can fend for themselves. Again, some education on preventing pregnancy should be good.
Yeah, that's right, Wendy. In the sheriff's words, these 4 kids were left to fend for themselves while mom went out on the town. In her absence, deputies say she put her 9-year-old boy in charge of the others.
Probably calling him the man of the house. Well, you are old enough now, little boy. You should take care of them. You should take care of the kids just like a man should. And I am just going to go shopping. If you need anything, don't call me. I won't answer. This is why parentification happens when children are to act like adults when they are not supposed to at this age. They have been given way too much responsibility. And if you don't know what parentification is, it is when the child takes on the role of a mother or a father and basically loses their childhood and start to act like an adult on a very young age.
When deputies walked into this house Saturday night, they found 4 kids living in filth. Feces covered the floors, one of the baby's diapers, and no parent around to help.
It was a mess. And she's out at the clubs? Are you kidding me?
April Flores is...
I swear the only good reason for her to leave their kids at home is to buy condoms to prevent this thing from escalating into some disaster.
the mother of the 4 kids. Shauna Mullenberg owns the trailer she says April and her kids were temporarily staying. She says she did go out with April Saturday night, but thought someone was watching her friend's kids.
Looking at her expression, she doesn't care. And she knows that this has been going on for a very long time with her. I thought somebody was watching her. You are her friend. You went out with her. You know what is going on. You are talking to each other. So stop lying.
A grown-up past the age of 18 is supposed to be watching them, supposedly.
The sheriff's office received an anonymous tip that the kids were left in the hands of their 9-year-old brother. Deputies say he had no idea how to handle a dirty diaper, or worse, his 4-year-old sister, who was running a fever of 103.
Can you honestly believe that a 9-year-old can take care of the children's fever? I don't think so. If you don't want your children, just put them up for adoption. Or better yet, don't have children.
You wouldn't leave your dogs or cats in the condition that she left those children.
Deputies immediately got DCF involved and locked up mom on charges of child neglect. Investigators say she was...
And the worst part of this is that she is now locked up and then she will be released. Guess what? She will be doing the same thing over again. And then we wonder, why is our community, our society so messed up? Well, it is because of these types of individuals. They are putting their kids at risk for every single thing possible, and their brains becomes mush because they don't learn the basics of human health and how to become a healthy adult who can take care of themselves and knows what it is like to live in a good environment. So if you have children, please give them a hug and a kiss, tell them you love them, because these parents clearly don't. Thank you for watching. Please support my channel by just pressing the like button. It's not that hard. And please have a nice day.